Well, good morning, boys and girls, and let me be one of the first to wish you a happy New Year. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I hope that all the wrapping paper on the floor is picked up and that you're enjoying your time away from school. I'm sure you miss it dearly and are eager to get back in the halls of your schools. And all the kids said, I don't think so. But with a new year means a new month, and with each month we have a new theme. And our theme this month is, are you ready for it? Let me get a drum roll, please. Our theme is measure up. So measure up, right? Who loves theme parks? I do. I love roller coasters. I love anything that gets my adrenaline going. I love skydiving. I love, hopefully one day, shark cage swimming. But I love roller coasters. I love theme parks. But how many people know at theme parks, when you walk in, you always see one thing right before you go on a ride, whether it's a battering ram or it's a roller coaster or a flying machine. What do you see right before you get on there? A sign that says, must be this tall to ride. It's measuring you, making sure you're tall enough to make sure the ride is safe for you. How many people have ever walked up, been good to go, just cruised? All of us have probably been there at some point, but maybe some of us have walked up at a point where it says, must be this tall, and we're just barely too short. We're standing as tall as we can, shoulders up, head up, wishing that we didn't wear flip-flops, that we wore maybe some higher shoes, and we're just barely short enough. And that feeling is the worst, right? That feeling is something where you've been hyping yourself up. You've been thinking about the whole ride up to Busch Gardens or to Kings Dominion, or maybe the whole ride up to Disney, that you wanted to get on that ride that you've been waiting for, and you thought you were finally tall enough, only to find out that you were just barely short. Just barely too short to ride the ride, that you don't measure up to the appropriate height to allow you to get on that ride. But guess what? Someone knows that feeling more than any of us. They know about the feeling of challenges that you face. And this whole month, we learn about someone that was a kid that faced challenges as well, too. And can you guess who that person is? I'll give you one guess, but I'll give you two clues. Starts with a J, ends with Jesus. That's right. It's Jesus. Jesus faced a lot of the same challenges that maybe you're facing today, that we face as kids, that even I face as an adult. And he knows how you're feeling, and he knows that he can be there for us in those moments if we let him. And that's what we learn about all this month. But before we learn about that, we're going to do one of my favorite things, which is to dance. Do some dance worship, do some praise and worship. So I want you to get up off your feet, get ready to dance along to this, and get ready to praise. Here we go.
That's what we'll do. Love one another, love one another with a love like no other that we found in you. Love one another, yeah, love one another, that's what we'll do. We're alive to love one another.
I'm praying God come and turn this thing around. God turn it around. God turn it around. God turn it around. I'm calling on the name that changes everything, yes. God turn it around. God turn it around. God turn it around. All of my hope is in the name of Jesus. Breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus. I'm praying God come and turn this thing around. Oh yes, God turn it around. God turn it around. God turn it around. I'm calling on the name that changes everything. Oh yeah, yeah. God turn it around. God turn it around. God turn it around. 'Cause all of my hope is in the name of Jesus. Breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus. God turn it around. God turn it around. God turn it around. Oh, God turn it around. God turn it around. God turn it around. He is up to something. He is up to something. God is doing something right now. He is up to something. He is up to something. God is doing something right now. He is healing someone. He is saving someone. God is doing something. Oh, right now. He is healing someone. He is saving someone. God is doing something right now. Right now. He is moving mountains, making a way for someone. God is doing something right now. Right now. He is moving mountains, making a way. Yeah, God is doing something right now. Right now. He is moving mountains, making a way for someone. God is doing something right now. All of my faith is in the name of Jesus. Say breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus. All of my hope is in the name. Say the name of Jesus. Say breakthrough will come in the name of Jesus. God turn it around, turn it around. Oh, God turn it around, turn it around, turn it around.
Those were some amazing dance moves. I got a challenge for you. If you can show me the dance moves from that song, when I see you next Sunday at church, I'm going to hook you up with some prize table action, but I got to see you come up to me and show me the dance moves that you had. Got it? So this month we're talking about staying safe, right? And we want to stay safe. Why? Because we don't want to get hurt. Has anybody ever had someone in their life that helped them stay safe? Maybe it was a parent that held your hand when you crossed the road. I know for me, I have a 3-year-old that when she gets out of the car, she wants to run and she wants to go see what's going on. She wants to explore the world. But I always say, as soon as she gets out of the car, hands, which means she knows. She sticks her hand out, she holds my hand, and I hold her hand. Not because I want to control anything in her life. I want to make sure that she's safe. I love her. I care for her. I want to make sure that she doesn't dart out in front of a car and get hurt or get splashed by some water or put somebody else in danger, right? So maybe you in your life had a parent that's held your hand. Or maybe you've had a parent or an aunt or an uncle or a guardian or a grandparent. I bought you a helmet to make sure that you don't fall on the ground and bust your head, right? We want to protect those beautiful, beautiful brains that you have, protect that beautiful haircut that you have, and make sure that you don't get hurt. So that's what the helmet's for, right? Maybe there was a grown-up that reminded you to put your seatbelt on, right? Maybe you want to make sure that if something happens, that the seatbelts can protect you and keep you safe. Maybe at that theme park, it's that attendant that says, go ahead and pull down your harness, buckle in, put your hands up, and we're going to come by and check because they want to make sure that you're safe, right? The whole theme this month is that we want to make sure that you're safe, but more importantly, there's someone in your life that wants to make sure that he can take care of you and that you're safe. In today's Bible story, you'll hear about how God kept Jesus and his whole family safe. God kept them safe in a very unusual way. So today's Bible story, we're going to take a trip to a place called Egypt. Anybody ever heard of Egypt? Maybe you heard of some pyramids or the Sphinx or the deserts. Who knows what you heard about maybe Cleopatra? But we're going to take a trip to Egypt. So hold on one second. Oh, hello, boys and girls. It is Professor Buddy. I am here to take you on a trip, a special trip to a place called Egypt. So will you join me? Everybody say, ooh, Egypt. Excellent, excellent. You are such a great audience. We're going to have an amazing time with such a beautiful, amazing, participating audience today. So let's begin. When Jesus was born, there was a big boss in the area. The boss was a man named Herod. Herod loved being king. He would sit on his throne and take naps. Well, maybe. It doesn't really say that in the Bible. Well, maybe he did. I'm sure he probably did. If you're the boss, you can take naps whenever you want, right? But one day, Herod got some disturbing news. Some wise men, or magi, dropped by and told Herod they were searching for a baby who would be the king of the Jews. Can you guess who that baby was? That's right. J-E-S-U-S, Jesus. Herod was not happy about this, but he secretly had a plan. He told the wise men, when you find that baby, come back and tell me where he is so I can worship that baby too. But what he really wanted to do was to get rid of that baby. Everyone say, dun, dun, dun. However, the Magi didn't go back to Herod because God warned them in a dream. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph would be safe for now. While Herod was up to his sneaky plan, God sent an angel to Joseph in a dream. While Joseph snored, everybody snore. The angel appeared to him in a dream and said, take your baby and wife and get out of here, and I will let you know when it is safe to return. Joseph woke up from his dream, woke up Mary, got the baby, and they ran. Everybody run. They safely made it to Egypt. Can everybody breathe a sigh of relief? Whew. That was a close one. Herod was so mad. So he started to look everywhere for that baby, but he couldn't find him. So he looked for every baby. Any baby 2 years and under was a threat to Herod, but he never found that baby. You know why? Because Jesus was safe in Egypt. Years later, after Herod had died, the angel appeared to Joseph and told them that the coast was clear. Everybody say, coast is clear. And they were able to return to a town called Nazareth. Now, that was a pretty narrow escape. Has anybody ever warned you maybe about something that was dangerous? Maybe something that you didn't even know about? God sent an angel to keep Jesus and his family safe even when they didn't know about it. In the same way, God watches over us and can protect us when we're scared, when we're confused, when we're upset, when we're angry, even when we don't know we're in danger. God's watching over us and always taking care of us. And that's our big idea for this month. God guides us to safety. We're going to check out this video, but I'm going to say bye for later. Buddy, the Professor, checking out. Oh, hey, boys and girls. I'd heard that there was a professor that was in here that was very smart, very intelligent, very good looking. I'm glad that you got to experience that time with him. But I'm back, Pastor Buddy, back in the house. So we're going to check out a video that talks a little bit more about that story that the professor just talked about. Say hi to my friend Carl.
Hey, yo, Chicken Nuggets. I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Welcome to Grow TV.
Welcome to Grow hosted by Carl, where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Pro TV.
Kids, I feel like it's been a million years since I've seen y'all. How you been? Me? Well, I've been doing pretty well here recently. I got a new parrot named Reginald. I finally figured out how to tie my shoes, and I got something really cool in the mail this morning. Any guesses what I got in the mail this morning? Nope, not a fully cooked turkey. Nope, definitely not a spaghetti noodle monster shaped like a monster truck. Here, I'll just tell you. I got tickets to my favorite theme park in the whole world. That's right, isn't that awesome? Ever since I was a kid, I dreamed of visiting Disneyland. And now I'm here. Now, Disneyland is not the same as Disneyland. This one is so much more cooler. It's in the middle of Vermont, and boy, oh boy, do they got the coolest rides. I mean, I've never rode one, but they got signs everywhere. There's a ride called the Exterminator, the Rack'em and Roll'em, the Destructo Dino, and there's one flying roller coaster called Bat to the Bone. I can't wait. But can I be honest for a second? I'm feeling kind of nervous, you know? Don't get me wrong, I'm excited as all get out, but I don't know.
You don't know what?
Sam, man, am I glad to see you.
I'm happy to see you too, man. How you doing?
Well, that's the thing. I was just telling the kids that I feel a bit overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed.
Sorry?
It's overwhelmed. You said overwhelmed. I'm not sure that's a thing.
Agree to disagree. You see, before I got here, I was so ready, but now that I showed up, seeing how busy it is and seeing all these signs.
Signs?
Don't get me started on the signs. Not just the signs that are like which rides are where, but like the signs for like the bathrooms. Food, guest services, guest relations, guest information. Don't walk past here. Don't touch this, don't touch that. Keep your hands and feet inside a moving vehicle and also out all the times. It's just too much. I feel like I'm in danger.
All right, take it easy, Carl. Deep breaths, okay? Do you need a good story right now? You know, to take your mind off all this?
That would be great.
Perfect. Well, I was just reading a story of when Joseph and Mary took Jesus to Egypt. Do you remember it?
Do I remember it? Totally.
So, no?
Not a chance, go ahead.
Okay, there was a king during the time when Jesus was a kid. His name was King Herod.
King Herod, huh? Sounds like a nice guy.
Well, the thing is, there was a rumor that another king had been born. You know, Jesus. And King Herod wanted to be the only king in the land. So he made a decision. He wanted his servants to go find Jesus so he could get rid of him.
I take that nice guy comment back. That's a terrible thing to do, Herod.
It really was. So an angel appeared to Joseph and Mary, Jesus' parents, and told them to move to Egypt so it would be safe from the king. So they packed up all their stuff and in a hurry traveled to Egypt.
So the king was just going to stop looking for Jesus?
Not entirely. King Herod had a plan to look for and get rid of other kids who were 2 years old or younger. He really didn't want Jesus around.
That's crazy. Who wouldn't want Jesus around?
Right? But time had passed and King Herod had died. So that meant one thing.
Yay! Jesus was safe!
That's right. Jesus was safe. So they were free to leave Egypt and they went to a town called Nazareth.
Whew, that was a close call, but Sam?
Yeah?
What in the world does this story have to do with my situation?
Well, Carl, if you have to know, I thought it might help you with you feeling overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed?
Yup. You see, Joseph, Mary, and Jesus were living their normal lives. Then a sign from God came. The angel. The angel sent a message, and that message was not to entertain them or excite them. It was to warn them, to keep them safe.
Oh, okay.
Just like those signs you see all around you at the park, they're meant to keep you safe and to let you know important information. And sometimes, God sends us people, things, words, scripture to keep us safe.
Wow, so these signs are a good thing. And God cares about my safety? That's awesome. Woo!
Hey there, kiddos. Our big idea today is God guides us to safety. So on the count of 3, let's throw our hands up in the air like we're on a roller coaster and yell it out, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. God guides us to safety! Woo! Great job, everyone. Now make sure to tune in next week and we will see what Carl does at Disneyland. See you later.
Thank you for watching and tune in next week for a new episode of
I love that story so much, and I love the fact that even Jesus was being protected by God. So even if Jesus needed protection, we need protection too, right? And that's the big idea, that God leads us to safety. He's always taking care of us. Even when we don't know we're in danger, or even if we don't know there's a struggle coming, God is in front of us, and we can always trust him that he is there for us. In the moments where we do know we're in trouble, in the moments where we are scared, the moments where we don't know what's going to happen, we can turn to God in those moments because he knows the feeling of being scared. He knows the feeling of what it looks like. We don't know what's going to happen. He knows the feeling of when you feel like you need to run. He is always there for you. And it makes me think about our memory verse that we have for the month, a new memory verse for the month of January. I'm going to go ahead and have you guys repeat this memory verse after me. I'll say it once, then I'll have you repeat it after, not before, not at the same time. Repeat after me, okay? I'll say it one time, then we'll repeat. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all of these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. All right, you guys ready? I want you to repeat after me, okay? But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. Let me hear you say it one more time. Repeat after me. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. Well, boys and girls, I hope you know that God is always there for you, that he is always keeping you safe, that he is protecting you, that he is out in front of you, even maybe when we can't see it or that we don't feel it, or maybe even moments where we don't believe it. He is there for you. So I want to say a prayer, and I want you guys to repeat after me, okay? Repeat this prayer after me. Dear God, you are my guide and my protector. You led Jesus and his parents to safety in Egypt, keeping them from harm until the time was right. Thank you for watching over me, guiding me to safety, and putting people in my life who do that for me too. Amen. Well, boys and girls, we love you guys. We can't wait to see you back in person next week, Sunday the 8th. Have an amazing, amazing week. Love you. See you next week.